Hello and welcome back to the Busy Business Owner's Guide to Marketing. It's great to have you with me for episode 3. Today, we're going beyond the boost button, crafting a real social media strategy that converts. We've all been there, right? You create a great post, and that little blue boost button is just calling your name. It feels so productive. But I see so many business owners fall into that trap, spending money for a flurry of likes that don't translate into actual customers. It can feel like a total money pit. Well, today we're fixing that. I'm going to walk you through a simple, actionable framework to turn your social media into a reliable lead generator, focused on real results, not just empty numbers. So let's unpack that boost button trap together. What I often find is that when we hit boost, the platform shows our post to a very broad, general audience. It's a bit like shouting into a crowded stadium and just hoping the right person hears you. You get that initial spike in likes, which feels great, but they're often not from your ideal customer. You end up paying for vanity metrics instead of actual leads. What I encourage business owners to think about is this. Boosting is like renting attention for 24 hours. A real strategy is about building a community that knows, likes, and trusts you for the long term. So our first step is what I call the clarity compass. Before we even think about posting, we need to get crystal clear on who we're talking to. What I find works best is moving beyond simple demographics. Instead, you might ask, what are their true pain points? What language do they use to talk about their problems? Really listen. Once you have that clear picture, the next step is crucial. It can be so tempting to be on every platform, but I often see the best results when a business focuses its energy on the one platform where that ideal customer is most active. It's about creating real connection, not just casting a wide, empty net. Okay, so now that we're clear on who you're talking to and where they are, we can map out what you'll actually post. I find a simple 3-part content funnel works best. First, you need problem awareness content. This is where you connect directly with their struggles, making them think, wow, they really get me. Next, you can share value-driven content. This is where you offer useful tips or how-tos that position you as the helpful expert. You're building trust by solving a small part of their problem for free. Finally, after you've provided that value, you can create call-to-action content that gives them a clear, low-friction next step. This brings us to our third step, which I call the conversion bridge. This is where we move beyond the like and actively guide that interested follower to take the next step. Now, what I find is that people often think conversion means a final sale, but it's much broader than that. I like to see business owners focus on micro-conversions, small, valuable actions. This could be someone downloading your free guide, signing up for your email list, or booking a discovery call. The key is making the path incredibly simple. You might find that having one clear link in your bio and telling them exactly what to do removes all the friction. The goal is to get them from your post to that action in as few clicks as possible. Let's make this tangible. Imagine you're a local plumber. For your clarity compass, you might find your ideal customer is a homeowner in a specific suburb, probably active in local Facebook community groups. So you focus there. For content, your problem post could be about the dread of a leaky tap. Then what I like to see is a value post, maybe a quick video showing 3 signs your water heater needs a checkup. Finally, your call to action is direct. For a no-hassle quote, tap the link in our bio. That link is your conversion bridge, leading straight to a simple booking form. It's a clear path from their problem to your solution. So, with that clear path from post to action, we can now measure what actually matters. What I find is that it's easy to get caught up in likes and follower counts. But those are vanity metrics. They don't pay the bills. You might find it more powerful to focus on just 2 or 3 numbers that link directly to your business goals. I'm talking about link clicks to your website, how many people downloaded your free guide, or the number of qualified inquiries you get in your DMs. Most platforms have these analytics built right in, usually under a tab called Insights, where you can see exactly how many people took that crucial next step. So, to bring it all together, what I hope you take away today is that a simple strategy is always going to be random boosting. What I find is that focusing on those 3 steps, clarity, content, and conversion, is what truly makes the difference. This isn't about being an expert overnight. It's completely achievable. And that brings us perfectly to our next episode, which I'm calling the consistency compounding effect. How small, regular efforts trump grand sporadic campaigns. You might find that once you have today's strategy in place, the real magic happens when you apply it consistently, which is exactly what we'll cover next.